So I've kind of navigated to my Access Level 1, Chapter 8 folder, and I'm going to go ahead and open up 8 Hilltop. And what we're going to be doing is exporting a table to Excel, and we're also going to export a query. So we're going to enable the content. And then we're going to select our inventory table. We'll go into external data. And you'll notice there's an import group and an export group. So we are going to be exporting, and we are going to export to Excel. So we're going to go ahead and click on that. And that's going to launch this little window. Basically, it takes the table and puts an Excel extension on it, XLSX. And right now it's planning on putting it in my document folder, but that's not where I would like it to go. So I'm going to hit Browse, and I'm going to navigate to my Access Level 1 Chapter 8 folder, which is actually where I want this to be stored. And I'm going to hit Save. And then we have some choices here. Do we want to export the data with the formatting and the layout? Do we want to open the file after the export is done? Or do we want to select records and export only those records? We are going to export the data with the formatting, and we will go ahead and open it so we can see what it looks like when it's done. And then we're going to go ahead and click OK. And let me pull this over here so you can see it. So it basically took the fields and made them column headings. And then we can see that we've got the data from the tables displayed. It did come down here and name the sheet inventory, which is also the name of the Excel file. And they would like us to do a little formatting. So nothing major, in case you don't know Excel very well. What we're going to do is highlight A2 through A11. Now, if you're not familiar with Excel, you need to take your blocked plus sign, start on A2 and left drag down to A11. And then in the alignment group on your home ribbon, there's a center align button. So we're just going to click right on that. And then they also want us to do the same thing for column D. So I'm going to start with that block plus sign on D2, and I'm going to left drag down, and I'm going to center align that as well. And you do not need to worry about printing. So basically what we're going to do is save our changes, and then we're just going to click on the X to close out of Excel. Okay, and we're going to click on Close to close out the dialog box. And then we're going to create a query and export the query to Excel. So the query is going to extract records from 3 different tables. So we'll go ahead and go into Create and Query Design. And the 3 tables we need to add are invoices, customers, and rates. Oh. And then I'm going to close. And from invoices, we are going to insert billing date. And then we are going to insert customer from the customers table. And we're going back over to invoices. We are going to insert hours. And then from our rates table, we are going to insert rate. So we should have billing date, customer, hours, and rate. And then in our very last column, I'm going to widen this. This is going to be a calculation. So we're going to key in total with the colon, and that is going to represent the field name. And then in brackets, we're going to take hours. Okay, and hours just as it is spelled here. And we'll do an asterisk for multiplication. And in brackets, we're going to key in rate. Same way that it's spelled there. And I'm going to go ahead and press enter. And at this point, I'm going to run the query. Okay, and it does look like everything worked fine. So we are going to save the query, and we are going to call it customer invoices. And we're going to close the query. And we want to make sure that it's selected over in the navigation pane. And then we're going to go into external data, and we're going to choose Excel. And now it is smart enough, at least on my system, to save it into the right location. So it remembers where I wanted the last one to go, and it's putting this one in there. And customer invoices is fine for the name. And I am going to turn on keep the layout, and I do want to see it, so I'm going to tell it to go ahead and open it. And then I'm going to click OK. So what you should see when it opens is your query data displayed in Excel. And they do want us to do a little centering. The hours, basically the numbers in the hours column, we're going to left drag over those and center those. And then we're going to save our changes. You do not need to worry about printing. We are just going to close it. And then we can close out of this export window.